Bidayatul Hidayah, the beginning of guidance. This work of Imam al-Ghazali radiyallahu anh, like any other work of this great Imam, is of great importance. And there's never a time when a student is not in need of Bidayatul Hidayah. There's never a time when a student is not in need of Bidayatul Hidayah, the beginning of guidance. For the beginning of matters are always the most important of matters. As Imam Ibn Ata'illah radiyallahu anh, he said, Man ashraqat bidayatuhu ashraqat nihayatuhu. He whose beginning is illuminated, his ending will also be illuminated. So we're always in need of beginnings. We're always in need of beginnings. Sometimes time might pass, life might pass, and a beginning might occur very late on in life. But nevertheless, it's a beginning. Nevertheless, it's a beginning. What matters is that it's a beginning, right? That's what matters. And Bidayatul Hidayah, the beginning of guidance, is different for every person. Some people, their Hidayah might start early on. Some people, their Hidayah might start late. But what matters is that it starts. That it starts. And one of the best times for the Hidayah of anyone to start is at the time of Fajr. We're in need of a Hidayah every single day. One of our teachers, Shaykh Khalid, he was an amazing man. And he used to say, students complain to me, oh, we have this problem, we have that problem, I have this problem, I have that problem. He said, I have one solution for them. And the solution is pray your Fajr and tell me how your day went. That's what he used to say. He used to say, pray your Fajr and let me know how your day went. Because anyone who prays their Fajr, their days will be smooth. There was Shaykh Khalid was mentioning about praying Fajr in Jama'ah. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He makes us people of Jama'ah. Shaykh Khalid also told us that one of the great awliya Allah of Damascus and one of the great Hanafi fuqaha, Shaykh Sa'id al-Burhani rahmatullahi alayhi, someone came to him, a simpleton, and said to him, Shaykh, tell me of a miracle that you have. Tell me of a karama that you have. So the Shaykh said to him, I don't know of any miracle or karama except that I pray Fajr in the masjid with Jama'ah every single day. And the man said, come on Shaykh, we're talking about karamas. The man said, come on Shaykh, we're speaking about karamas, we're speaking about miracles. The Shaykh said, this is all I have. The man said, because I belittled it, I lost out on that for an entire month. Because I belittled it, I lost out on it for an entire month. And then I realized what I had done. I had a friend when we were in Syria, he's from Canada, and one day I was walking to the masjid and he said to me, he said, Subhanallah, I prayed Fajr in Jama'ah for the past 3 months and I thought, whoa, I've accomplished something, right? It's something amazing. He said, I thought of that and then I fell ill. I felt so severely ill that I wasn't able to leave my house, right? And then shortly after we went to visit one of the great awliya Allah of Damascus who passed away very recently, Shaykh Hamdi Arabi rahmatullah alayhi, who was over 100 years of age. We went to visit him and he said, I've been praying Fajr in Jama'ah for 70 years. He said, I've been praying Fajr in the Umayyad Masjid of Damascus for the past 70 years. And he was an old man, right? But I think he was stronger than all of us put together. He was an old man, and he would walk, he would do the chores of life all by himself. And he said that every morning when I leave my home, the shaitan says to me, he says, you're an old man, you're going to die on the way. I say to him, well, what more do I want than dying in the way of Allah? He says, this is how I reply to him every morning when he says to me, you're going to die, you're an old man. He says, well, what more do I want than dying in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And he was very righteous, very humble, and he was known to be from amongst the awliya Allah of Damascus. All of the great scholars would seek his blessings, attend his gatherings, and send people to him. Now, And the greatest thing that he had was that he prayed Fajr in Jama'ah, and after Fajr he would sit besides the grave of the Prophet Yahya alayhi salam, and up until the sun rises he would sit, and people would sit around him and La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah. This is all that would be chanting, the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then as he would walk out of the masjid, one of our teachers, Shaykh Fawaz, would be delivering a lesson close to the door that the Shaykh would pass through, Shaykh Hamdi would pass through. And he would call out to him and say, Ya Shaykh Fawaz, it's been a long time, I'm missing my Lord, I don't know when he's going to call me. I'm missing my Lord, I don't know when he's going to call me. It's been a long time. Right?